No stream miss, Corey. Good morning. How are we doing, chat? I'm just tweeting that we're going live. Sorry we're a little bit late today. We had a customer pickup, and we actually had to install a little SSD for him as well while I was here. So we got a couple minutes behind, but hey, we're building a PC today. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Give me a second while we post that we're going live. Good morning, Z-Man. Good morning, Corey. Good morning, Trenton. Good morning, Crutch. AJ, guys, welcome in. How are we doing today? One second, chat. Almost ready. Almost ready. All right, chat. Good morning. Let's get started. Good morning. How are we doing, chat? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Hump day. How are we doing, chat? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? No complaints here. This stuff is so good. Chat, if you got a Sam's Club near you, go get some. Nature's Twist Strawberry Lemonade. It's absolutely gas. You can get they usually have a summer pack, Sam's Club. It is 10 calories to have a really sweet, tarty tasting lemonade. It tastes almost real. Yes, it probably has sucralose or something in it. Hold on. Filtered water, citric acid, lemon juice from concentrate, sodium hydroxylate, potassium sorbate, ascorbic acid, sucralose, sodium citrate, natural flavor, tomato lipocene extract. There you go. That's what's in it. So it's not crazy, I hope, but it's dang tasty. So go on and check it out. We got a beautiful PC today, guys. We're doing a micro ATX workstation. Micro ATX workstation today. That's right. We're doing something that's going to be going to a church. I think I said a B560, B860 on the intro today. Sheesh. Yeah, it's in everything now. Let's be real. Beautiful system today. It's going to be all blacked out, sleek. It's a little workstation for a church's live streaming. So repeat customer. We want to get more into this niche and help churches, help businesses that do live streaming have little nice workstations that are capable of doing that. This isn't really crazy too. I think the budget was pretty efficient. It was like sub 2K. Considering we've got an Elgato Cam Link, we've got a 5050. We've got the Core 5 Ultra, which is a 10-core CPU, cooler, 32 gigs of RAM and DDR5, 1 terabyte NVMe drive, all the goodies. So it's a great little system right now for what it's doing. Rambo, thanks for that sub, brother. Thank you for the 39 months. Appreciate you, man. When do you get a new PC, Ramber? I know you've been itching, brother. But it's a great little PC. It's a great little PC today, guys. Yeah. we're going to get started on it, okay? We're going to get over to the build station. We're going to get started. Make sure did our Facebook post? It did. Wait, did it post? It didn't post yet. There it is. Okay.
Good morning. It's Wednesday. Well,
there it is. Okay, I did post. Okay. Discord posted. Yeah, I posted Discord. Sometimes Facebook is a little finicky. We're also Twitch posted, so come over or as say hello. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Are we good? I think we're good. We're good. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Soon, I wanted this for, this June for my birthday. Okay, nice. All right, let me get our YouTube up over here. Guys on YouTube, how are we doing today? I haven't seen any YouTube yet because I don't have my YouTube chat up, so give me a second. Usually YouTube's been hitting. You guys have been loving YouTube lately. I appreciate that, guys. Multi-streams. How many people we have live on YouTube right now? Says we have 15. Awesome. Okay. Weatherman Forever. Interesting to see mATX build today. Yeah, something different today. Every time I post on Facebook, I don't even get notifications for my own very own post. Yeah, Facebook's notification system has been really weird lately, Corey. I posted a troll PC yesterday because I was driving in my car and I was getting 12 miles per gallon in comfort mode, and I didn't get any notification. I look on it and everybody was just enraged that I posted another MPG thing, and I was like, oh, oops. So, yeah. Anyways. Beautiful PC. Again, we're in the I believe it's the Lian Li A3 today. I think I said A3. Is it A3? Yeah, the A3 mATX, micro ATX. Kind of like the Dan 3. I think Lian Li bought the rights to the Dan 3. Small. What's mATX? It's the motherboard form factor. And small motherboard, small everything. So let's get over to the build station without further ado. I'm going to get on over there. Let's get started on the build. I know you guys have enough yapping. You're like, Stints, enough yapping. Go build. Okay, here we go. All right, how do we sound? Sound good? We turn the music down just a smidge. I know you guys don't hear it on YouTube. YouTube, we don't have music sending over there. We only have it here on Twitch. And I think Twitch is really quiet. Hold on. You guys can hear it in the background, hopefully. Is it subtle in the background? Does it work? Maybe a smidge more. There we go. Good audio? Okay, awesome. Perfect. All right, let's get started, guys. I'm gonna walk over here. I need to grab the power supply in the cart just for our parts. So today's PC is for our repeat customer. Now, she had bought a PC for her workstation. Now her church is buying a PC because it just wasn't cutting what they had, it wasn't working for them. So they wanted to build something that was small but powerful for a workstation for their church's live streaming. Now, this is something we've done for years. I think it's probably the third or fourth church we've worked with. Obviously, I'm a man of faith, so it's awesome to see that we can help other churches, great causes. So this is a great one. To be able to put their church services content and the service out to the community is great. On top of that, if we can do it and they can get better quality out of it and on a really good budget, this is sub 2K, to be able to do this and put out a really good stream for for the congregation to be able to see that. That's awesome. So again, we have the Core 5 Ultra today, the 225F. We're already kind of editing and things like that, so we don't really need the non-F variant with the built-in graphics. So we have the dedicated RTX 5050 today. So great there. And then we have going on the B860M motherboard, which is the Wi-Fi. We have a Thermalright Assassin X 120 air cooler because it's not a super toasty cooler by any standards. 32 gigs of RAM coming from Kingston, a 1 terabyte KC3000 tried and true enterprise grade drive. Cam Link Pro. So we have 4 inputs, same one we have right here for our streams, and a 5050 to handle the encoding. We don't need anything crazy, but having like a 5050 is a great card. I think the 5050 is a very undervalued card. That card can compete in 1080p with a GTX 1080. I know obviously we're talking about a generation of like 4 or 5 years old in generation, but the 1080 is still fantastic in a lot of 1080p applications to this day. That card can still handle its own. So it's a great little setup going in this little A3. So this board has Wi-Fi 7 5 gig LAN. Sheesh. For a little mATX board. So without further ado, let's go top down. Let's get started. Morning, Clutch. How are we doing today? Good to see you. Morning, Clutch. Not to be confused with the crutch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Our build specs right there. You can see them in the chat. There it is. Beautiful little board. Again, the B860M Pro. The Pro Series motherboards from MSI, they're not really gamer focused. They're meant to be more workstation and more generic. The Pro Series, obviously pro uses. But the Pro Series boards have actually worked really good for gaming. We used to have one of our best boards ever was the Z690 DDR4 board. And we used to overclock DDR4 on that motherboard because it was so stable. Good VRMs, everything. And it was a sleeper board. Absolute sleeper of a board. Now this board has decent I/O on the back. Nothing crazy. We have two USB 2, two USB 3, and a 10 gig USB 3 plus a 5 gig USB-C. And we also have a Lightning, a Thunderbolt port right actually up there. So you do have plenty, it's a USB-C Thunderbolt, but plenty of power. Two built-in HDMI display ports, but we won't be utilizing those because we have the 225F, 5 gig LAN, and Wi-Fi 7. So plenty of stuff there. The reason why we picked this board and this chassis is because we're going to use a 2-slot card, and then we'll also have an X/16 on the bottom for our Cam Link. So we have plenty of connections for what we're utilizing for this beautiful build. So without further ado, let's get started. iPhone users call it Lightning, yes. They call it, what do they call it on the back of the board? Thunderbolt 4. That's great. I mean, for what we're utilizing this build for, it's gonna be fantastic. The great thing about these Thunderbolt ports is if you wanted to expand your USB 3, you can get a Thunderbolt to USB A little hub. There's plenty of power in that. There's also plenty of power in a 5 gig one as well to be able to do that. So you could expand your USB if you need to. It's a hidden secret. If you have questions about that, Mr. AJ in chat can also answer that as well. All right. iPhones. Hey, yo, watch it, Corey. Corey, you know what this Sunday is, by the way? Pop a top, do a socket, no bent pins as one would imagine and hope for at a brand new motherboard. Boom, down we go. Beautiful Core Ultra 5, 225F. There we go, pop the top, latch it in, all good there. Next will be our NVMe drive. KC3000. Now these have hiked in price. Luckily we got about another 5 or 6 before they had gone up in price. What's up, Brandon? How we doing today? Love a new PC build. So we won't have a build. I don't think we'll have a build this Friday, chat, just because my kiddos have a half day and my mother has not been feeling well. So I think I'll have to I might do a game stream from the house, depending on how the weather and everything is. I might do a game stream this weekend, or sorry, this Friday. But I should have 2 to 3 builds next week. We have one with Gino coming up. We're just waiting for our 5090s to come in from NVIDIA. Well, I think FedEx is here, chat. Give me a second. See if it goes off. We have FedEx here. Give me 1 second to check. Yes, sir, Corey. Urban Works. We have FedEx here. Nope, no, we don't. I thought I heard a truck pull up because our entry to our shop is right behind me, and it echoes. The trucks echo when their exhausts are next to the door. I can hear them kind of like sitting there idling. All right. Yes, Corey, it is Sunday. You better hurry and get that done by this weekend. All right. Let's get our cooler now. All right, tell me about this build and what are you planning to use it? So it's North Scorpion. This is actually going to a church. They're utilizing this build for a live streaming workstation. That's today's build. Welcome over on YouTube. All right. That's why we like this board. Look at all the X16 slots. So for a system like this, being able to utilize that X16 slot for like a Cam Link, also a GPU, that's the beautiful 5050. I'm just getting our, sorry, I'm getting our backplate right now for the cooler. Little Assassin X120. There we go. Just need to bleed the brakes and add the blood. Yeah, you should, yeah, get it done. Do we need to set up open YouTube to answer questions? Maybe. YouTube's been popping off. You guys have been coming over and hanging out on YouTube. I appreciate that, guys. Welcome in. All our new viewers, make sure to hit that subscribe button while you're over there as well. All right, that's set 15. It's set up to LGA 15. I gotta set to 17. There it is. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. And back plate will go right in. Boom, boom, boom. Sticks right to the back of the ILM. Put it back down. Now we can work on the rest of the cooler. Get our standoffs. A little Thermalright fan. Little air tower. Now this is only a little 4 heat pipe cooler, which is plenty for the 225F. It's not a very hot CPU by any standard. All right, sorry about that, chat. Give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second, chat. Hold on. AJ, just look in the C-suite. Oh. All right, we're back, chat. Let's get our standoffs in place. Double check the standoff location. 1700. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, easy peasy. Okay. A tight little spot to get in back here. Of course, it got stuck, and now it doesn't want to come back out. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's do it again. Perfect. Okay.
What specs do you have in your personal build? So guys, holy cow, it's nice. It's nice to appreciate that, man. We love Sense build. He's better than Kings. Hey, what's up, Colonel? How we doing? How can you afford all that RAM? We're a system integrator. So we actually price our RAM really cheap compared to what's going for on the consumer market. All of our customers are getting cost on RAM on DDR5 right now. Okay. We're giving our customers cost on our RAM because we know how horrible pricing is. For my personal, I'm on a 5800 X3D with custom tuned B die and a 3080 Ti. But as a gaming dad, I don't play as much as I wish I could. So mostly I'm just playing games like Battlefield 6, where a 3080 Ti and a 5800 X3D using that V cache is still really, really efficient. Now, if I was on anything other than that, a non-X3D CPU, anything dated, I wouldn't enjoy it. Anything non-AM5, next gen, I would not enjoy it. So guys, I was answering people over on YouTube. Welcome in, guys, over on YouTube. Good to see you guys here. Your work blocks. I know a lot of. I don't blame a lot of employers do not like Twitch because they want to make sure that their employees are quote unquote working. So I understand why they do that, but yeah. But yes, that's no fun. Sneak into YouTube, you know? YouTube's educational. Even DDR4 through the roof? Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right. A little thermal paste. Extra screws, things like that go in the motherboard box. All right. Get the thermal paste on. Actually, we want to do the thermal paste yet. We're gonna get this into the case first, and then we'll mount the cooler and the fan. We will slide this cooler and fan aside though, with our brackets. Over here. Okay. Got a nice little B860M MSI Pro board. We're gonna put our RAM in next, and then we're gonna get our case out. So today's RAM, we have 6000 CL30. Obviously, that's pretty fast. It could have actually come with probably a looser timing, like a 5600 CL40. We don't need anything super fast because we're not utilizing it in any kind of like gaming, anything like that. And timings aren't as crucial in basic applications like streaming. But it doesn't hurt. And this is what we know is available, thankfully. A lot of those Micron SKUs, like the 5600 CL40, things like that, they've actually gone up in price and sometimes a little bit more expensive than some of the higher timings, the tighter timings that we're utilizing today in this Kingston Fury Beast 6000 CL30 kit. So it all works out. You get tighter timing RAM, better quality RAM, also will hold a higher resale value if they ever need to upgrade to like a 64 gig kit. So the 6000 CL30 kits is the sweet spot on both Intel and AMD. Intel typically can go up to like 64C32 as well. But there we go. Everything's assembled there on the beautiful motherboard. We're gonna slide it aside and get our case out next. Again, we have that beautiful B860M, Wi-Fi board, the little powerhouse that is the Core Ultra 5 225F. We've got a 1 terabyte and KC3000 down there in the sockets. And then we've got 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM coming in from Kingston the Fury, non-RGB. For our case today, we have the little A3. Let's get this out, onto the desk. Little micro ATX, beautiful beauty today. Right. We just sold my PC with a 3060 Ti and an i5 14600K for $1,300. I bought the new one right before the RAM shortage. It's got a 5070 Ti and a 900 XRD. You are set, my good sir. You are set with that tray. That is a phenomenal setup. That is exactly what I've preached about for years on our channel here, or last year, about being probably the best specs for the price. That is a phenomenal setup. Phenomenal setup. This case is beautiful, chat. I love this case. This is our little open air chassis that is ever so stunning. Now we don't have any fans. I'm gonna get some fans. Get some airflow in this case. Not that it needs a lot, not that it's gonna be super hot, but I wanna keep some airflow going through it. But this is our little A3, Lian Li and Dan partner. I did say it was Dan case. There you go. Dan. Hi, Dan. There it is. Yeah. It looks sleek. It's super sleek. Mostly toolless design to get in. Now we're not doing any kind of glass. We're doing all airflow based. So we super quiet. I'm gonna add 2 fans. It's at a 120 rear, so we gotta get fans. We're gonna use a side bracket. We're not utilizing any kind of any sort of rad on the side. We don't use fans there, honestly. We use fans on the front and the bottom to bring air up, and then we'll use an exhaust fan. So we only need 2 fans today. I am going to take this bracket off though, as it's not necessary, and we can't obviously install with it being there. Okay. So brackets, more brackets, all of our power supply brackets. Different little power supply brackets. All right. Be our top panel. Slides right off. That's a cute little chassis. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. More screws. Oh, dang, that's the price for a 30 solar 37 cal fixed center X for that's a deal. That's a deal, Colonel. That's a crazy rate. I expect to sell, which is how I did. There you go, man. Make your money back, sir. All right. We'll need our motherboard screw and PSU offset, which we do not need a PSU offset today, because we're just in a standard one. Should be fine. I don't believe we need to use the PSU offset, but we'll use our motherboard screws. Those screws back in the bag. All right. So we're gonna go top down. You mount this motherboard. There we go. Super light. It's super, super light. Checking all our standoffs are in place. They are. Right from the get-go. Love to see it. Not bad at all, Colonel. All right. Get our motherboard screws in. Holy, water cooling? You could on this one, yeah. Definitely could on this little build. All right, got 3 more screws to put in. bottom left, and then our top left. This is gonna be fun, AJ. We're gonna put 2 fans in the bottom. I'll say this is gonna be fun, is we have a bottom PCIe power we have to run on this one, AJ, down here. And we also have to make sure we have room for our Elgato card. So it's gonna be tight, extremely tight. This one's gonna be fun, chat. Figure it out. All right. You can see right here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we need to run an Elgato card down the bottom. So putting in all of our bottom panels is gonna be fun. So we're gonna have fans, likely 120 here. We might do a 120 up here, intake on both, and exhaust out the rear. So I have air from the top and the bottom. That way we can have plenty of access space right here to hide the cable and let it run and zip tie it to the bottom. Or else you can get pretty tight, we'll see. Gonna be an interesting one. Gonna be an interesting one, tight. No, it's not an LTT screwdriver now. It is not, it is not. All right. We're gonna get our front panel connections going, and then we're gonna go right to the power supply, because that is gonna be the fun parts in this build today. Now, it wouldn't be bad if we had like a gigabyte board. MSI chooses to put these little additional PCIe power on the bottom. And this system is probably gonna need it, especially if we're utilizing any of that Thunderbolt 4 power source. Sorry, chat, the heat's kicked on in the shop, and it is, or it's getting toasty in here. I need to get the fan on. There we go. Cool me off over here. Thoughts on, I suppose, a 9 gig VRAM chip cards being used less chips but smaller bus? Let's see. So a lot of just rumors right now until they announce it. Did they announce it at GTC? I heard it was just a lot of could be happening type of things, you know. Until they actually do it, I'm gonna go. All right, USB Type-C, or sorry, USB 3.0 header in. Front panel connection is right here. We do have a Type-C, and we have our HD audio. You have to run all of the cables down low here. So I'm gonna run them low, and we're gonna pull it tight and zip tie it. This is gonna go here, and then we have to also get to our PCIe power down here. But we can zip tie this nice and tight, nice and taut. Front panel's now installed. Okay, hide this here. We utilize this as a zip. Keep it nice and taut here. Get all these zip ties here. Give me 1 second, chat. Hide all these cables. We get a thicker zip. Get my light as well. we go. Just nice and tight there. Okay. Right. All front panel connections are in. Now we're going to start working on our power supply. It sits right here. Okay, let's get our power supply. All right. Thoughts? As far as I can tell, it's so far off a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation, yeah. A lot of speculation on what they're going to do. North Scorpion, thank you for the subscription over here. Welcome on YouTube. Matthias Schuler and Fresh and Eric VM. Thank you all for the subscriptions over here on YouTube today. Hydration chat. We're get our power supply out. And we got some fans too. Let me grab some fans really quick for this case. Give me a second, chat. I believe I have some black Lian Li fans, which would be perfect for today's build. Indeed we do. Indeed we do. Yep, I got some, these are reverse fans too, which are perfect for the bottom. So we have 2 reverse fans for the bottom. We are going to try and do 2. I have one for the top as well. And I'm going to get a regular Lian Li exhaust fan for the bottom, or for the back. Right, we grab just one rear exhaust Lian Li fan. I believe we have a couple of those later on as well. There's a Lian Li. Let me see here. What do we got? What do we got? So Lian Li. All right. What do we have for a Lian Li rear exhaust fan? 1 second, chat. I don't have a Lian Li, I might have an Arctic. Just want a good quality rear exhaust fan. There we go. Arctic Pro will work. An Arctic Pro will indeed work. Perfect. Hopefully we can even wrap it and hide it back there too. The way the Arctic fans are, they're really good. You can actually wrap and hide the cables on the fans. So if we can do that on this one today, it'd be great. We do have a fan header right there. So we have an Arctic fan right there for the rear. We'll wrap it, and we're actually going to zip tie the header right here. So it comes off the bottom of the fan and connects right to the motherboard. So easy McPeasy. All right. So we're actually going to finish the power supply now. I was looking at the fan options. We have them figured out. There we go. So this can actually hide right there. You can see cable comes off right into the motherboard. Perfect. Utilizing a little black zip tie to do wonders. All right, so we have 4 fans we're adding in a few minutes. Now this system gets really hot, we're just gonna have it so they have it. Yep, it's air cooled, yep. It's air cooled. All right, let's get our power supply out. It's 750 GL today. This is gonna be the fun part, chat. Because I believe we have to, there's no ventilation in this, is there? No, it's not perforated. So we need to put the fan facing inwards on the case. That's why we have those two exhaust fans on the bottom, one right above it. So it's bringing fresh air in, both for the CPU and also for the GPU and the power supply. So I was looking at that when I took it out. I'm like, we're going to want to use as many fans as we can. It's not that it's toasty because it's not drawing a lot of power, just so it has it, so it's optimally cool. All right. There's power supply. So today we will need cables. We'll need a CPU. GPU. Another GPU. A 24-pin main. All these other cables go in the motherboard box with the power cable. Into the pouch and then back in the motherboard box it shall go. Right. So we're on this power supply. Now let me take a look at how we're doing all our fans and the chassis. Any questions, chat? Okay. All right, our power supply. All right, just gonna pop it off. Actually, it's easier to mount this way. Just two screws hold this frame in place. Well, that's actually really efficient. Corey, never reply to me if you're still here, Corey. You gonna go to Urban? So, Raul, how we doing? I think I have a question. What's that? Who's this handsome man with a handsome chat? What's up, Bearded? How we doing? Whoa. Is working on my butt off now that I'm back in retail. Oh boy. God bless your soul. All in there. Your power supply. Honestly, we put anywhere we want up here. I'm just gonna keep it high just so it's actually easier. I'll keep it the second one in. There we go. Okay. We have this cable. It's gonna be our power cable. I'm gonna hook this hooked up right now. While we have it in. Yeah. All right. It screws in to hold it in place. 1, 2. It's in place. There we go. Easy peasy. Now start working on our cables and then our fans, chat. All right, so CPUs, they come up and down, around and up. We go up on the side and hide. Get that here, up. Give me a second, chat. Try to figure the best way to angle this. There you go. Around, there we go. Perfect there, good, good, good. So just our EPS. There we go, good. Next would be our bottom PCIe power. This is gonna be the fun one to tuck in here, chat. That's the one I was worried about the most. Actually, overthinking it. All right, PC fans are intake. Usually intake, but you can't intake on the front of this one because this has a solid panel on the front. You'd be actually suffocating the power supply. Chin hitting mic, yeah, there's my shirt rubbing on it. Sorry, chat. Yeah, I don't want to suffocate the power supply. If I have it right against this front panel, it's not a mesh front panel, it's a solid panel. So you have to actually do insets. That's why it's actually built like this. So it's the airflow. There. Good, good. Okay, fans, fan header there, perfect. Okay, fun parts. Zip tying this bad boy. That makes sense. I assume this is part. You said it was not ventilated. Yep. 100%. That's why I said it was not ventilated. That's why I said I don't want to suffocate it. So we got to reposition the power supply so it's inward facing, and there's going to be fresh air coming off a fan right above it and right below it, so it can still get some airflow. Keep it reasonable. So get tucked in here, tucked in there. Fan just go on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Let's cinch off this. Snip that. Next to me, our 24-pin main. Actually, zip tie this right here. Come up. That's our PCIe cable for later for a GPU. All right. Which build is this? This is the A3 build. Specs are in exclamation point build. It's just a build for a customer who's doing a workstation for live streaming for their church services. GPU, perfect. Okay. All right. Rear exhaust fan, just like so. So we talked about earlier. It's gonna go right here. Perfect. There we go. First, you get some fans, fan screws. Do we get any with the Lian Li? Did they give us fan screws? Let's see here. Oh yeah, lots of fan screws. Thank you, Lian Li. Okay. So we're adding 4 fans to these builds. So we're going to add fans, plug the fans in, and then we're going to add our cooler, and then our GPU, or then before our GPU, we're actually going to add our Cam Link, and then our GPU. So this is our exhaust fan right here. Powers right down here to the motherboard. GPU, Cam Link on the bottom. That's going to be the fun one. That's going to be the fun one, chat. Which should be fine though. I'm just trying to position everything right now as we can. Okay. All right. Receive your spark tomorrow. Let's go. Love to hear it. Might be a PC build. Not sure yet. 100% what a PC build is. What's up, Red Queen? How we doing today? What's up, Red? How we doing? That's on YouTube. Different Red. We have Red Queen and Red. This is our little reverse fan right here. We have a system fan header and a CPU header here. It's going to go off the system fan header 1. The pump or CPU fan header is what we have here. This is going to keep lots of fresh airflow in the case. There's a reverse fan, bring airflow onto both the cooler and the power supply from the top. You got to put it this way. Here we go. All right, let's get this in here. Okay, it's a reverse fan. It's pulling air down, even though it's like exhausting here. Is there indeed a reverse fan? I'll show you guys here in a second. Fresh airflow for the power supply and also for the CPU cooler. What's up, Yukon? How are we doing today? Okay, 2 more fan screws. There we go. There we go. The reverse fan, it's gonna bring fresh air in, ready for our CPU cooler, our tower cooler. It's gonna go right here, as well as there. We're gonna add 2 more fans on the bottom now. Oh, we're gonna go like so. pop off our bottom magnetic cover. Get these two fans in. Great thing is I don't need this longer fan run here, so I'm actually going to swap this fan out really quick. The smaller fan, give me a second, chat. I have another one just like this. This has a longer run of cables, which I do not need. So I have literally a fan header within 2 inches of where these fans are going to go. So I swap this one out for a short fan header. It's easy, make it peasy. Perfect. Yep, perfect. All right. So these are going to go right here on the bottom. Pretty sure they're identical. I'm going to double check. They should be identical fans. I'm hanging in there. We're getting there. We're hanging fans in now, so we're hanging in there. Yep. Identical fans. Go like this. Plug in right here. These are reverse fans. They look nice and neat here. So what we're going to do is actually to hide these cables a little bit nicer. Zip. Oh, I need some smaller zips. This will do. Let me get a smaller zip tie real quick, chat. Need some small, thin ones to help hide these wires back here. Dom's got a plethora of really teeny weeny zip ties right here. There we go. I used mine earlier for a customer's PC we brought in earlier. How we looking, chat? Keeps this cable nice and tight. It's not popping up, looking ugly. There we go. That's perfect, like right there. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. One more zip here. Okay. These are good. So we go right here. Plug it right there, perfect. Okay. This is gonna be a fun part, chat. Is getting these in. Give me a second. Oh my god, the fan header's perfectly right here. It's like I had this plan, chat. Fits perfectly right there. All right, plug it down, and let's get ready to plug these fans in here. Hello, there we go. Okay, one here, one there, perfect, okay. Get these screwed in. And these are reverse fans, Lian Li reverse fans today. Not that really matters in here because you're not going to see it, but we just put them in there. Everything's opened up. Looks nice and neat. There we go. A couple more screws here. Spin this around so you guys can see it better. Perfect. Right. Building a church? What do you mean? Building a church PC? Gotta read the whole thing. Gotta read the whole description. It's for their live streaming of their church service. All right, one more screw. There we go. See how it looks. Nice and neat. have to lose the one fan if you want our cam link to fit, actually. I think we have to lose one fan. We have to lose a fan. No. We will not have a cam link that will fit there. So we're going to lose the back fan. I'm not going to put even though the 5050 is not going to get hot, I'm not going to put it right on the bottom of it so it suffocates it. I want to go in the bottom port, so. A second here. Snip and release. All right, pull it out, it's good. Tuck that in, back down. There we go, good. All right, so we had to take one of the fans out for the rear only because we need to be able to put the cam link right here, literally right at the bottom of this. The only good thing that's coming from this though, is now we can actually put a zip tie at the bottom of the case to zip tie that PCIe power cable down and taunt out of the way of the cam link as well. So let's do that right now. Let's use a thicker zip on this one. We'll get this as taut as we can. Right. Sorry, chat. I see a bunch of people in chat. Sup? How we doing? HR2? How we doing? The GOAT? What's up, Kit? What are you guys doing? How's business days? Has it been slowing down? Where you're at? It's up and down. Up and down. Schaefer fam, how we doing? Dom has been. I was been told they're a good size. Talking about the zip ties? I like this. Some of the small little thin ones. We're doing some of these builds. There we go. Perfect. Okay. That's the bottom of this. Let's put this back on. We'll save this fan. We have 3 fans. Actually, I have to cut this. I have to put it on the inside. This won't shut. And the reason I want to do this is I want to make sure this cable stays nice and taut. Like I said, I want to be able to keep it to the bottom so it's not rubbing against the bottom of the Cam Link Pro. All right. Sorry, chat. Sometimes I'm getting into this. Sometimes I miss some things in chat. I apologize if I did. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Back on the bottom. Perfect there. Good, good, good. All right. Awesome. Put these fan screws back in the bag here for the customer to have in case they ever would need them. They have them. Next we have Cam Link and then our AIO, or sorry, not AIO, our air cooler and then our GPU. So we're almost done. We're getting there. Let's put our front panel back on so you guys can take a look at that. But there it is, chat. There's our 2 fans. We have intake here, and exhaust here. Plenty of airflow. This is why we did not put the power supply front facing because it's just a solid plastic panel for the front of this. Keep the cost down, but make it look nice, which it does. It's very sleek, very modern, very IKEA-y. All right, let me get a sip of hydration really quick. All right. Let's get our Cam Link in. Or top down so you guys can check that out. Cam Link and then our GPU. It's gonna be an interesting one, chat. It's gonna be really close. GPU. They're using the GPU. They're not using internal GPU. They don't have an internal GPU on the 225F. All right, put a beautiful Cam Link Pro in. This should fit here. It's gonna be a tight squeeze. It doesn't have to clip it. I figured out the next option. I'm gonna have to clip the zip tie down here. We just put in. So we gotta get the space here. My question is, how does Elgato think you can use this, or MSI think you can use this bottom port, this PCIe power port, and get this in here? That's gonna be the question. We can we? We can. I'll tell you what we can. It's right there. The reason I'm putting it all the way on the bottom is I do not want this GPU suffocated by this little capture card. It's right on top of it though. Light. It's actually clipping the top of the PCIe cable when I'm trying to put it in. That's the issue. Austin, are you here? Is it going to need? They're going to need that for the the power, correct? It's actually hitting the top of this. It's going to take this out. It's going to go right in. Goes right in. There's absolutely zero clearance for that port and the PCIe power. Oh. We have to put the fan back in, and then we're just going to run the card underneath it because I need the PCIe power for it in case I want to run an additional USB. All right, give me a second, chat. I realized it's not going to block the fan as much as I thought it was. I thought it was going to block the GPU, and it's not. The CPU is not going to get that hot. Okay. Yeah, it hits the clip when you try to play anything on the bottom right here. That's a weird design flaw from MSI, honestly. Very weird design flaw for this board. To put a X16 right where it has to connect to a PCIe power below it. It actually interferes with the capabilities of the board. So we don't even need it? You think for the, but what about the rear PSU? That's the issue. I'm thinking about it from the rear PSU issue. Do we even need that cable down there then? I'd love to put that down there. They probably expect you to do a half-high card, and the Elgato cards are a little fat, to be honest. Yeah, but the question is, do we need? Because it's going to go here. It's going to go in the second slot, sit right below it. The good thing about that is we can add another fan for cooling, which will actually cool that so it's a counter. So if we put it closer to the GPU has plenty of space here. It's not a thick GPU. It's a really thin GPU. It's a shadow. It's a 2-slot GPU. So it's going to block one of the fans. But the good thing about it is we're going to have an additional fan here to blow air right around it. What do you think, Austin? There's one right here. It's the last one's right there. Country Havoc, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Has to in the bottom? That's what I thought. All right, so they won't need the PCIe power. So you can't do the PCIe power. Pop this out. All right, let me take a chat. I'm going to leave this in here in case they would need to run that power supply to that cable somehow. We're going to leave it in here. And zip tie it off. Hit the bottom of the power supply. All right, let's get the Elgato back in. Let's get get our cooler in, and then get our GPU in. All right, in that order. All right. Pop this back out. Get the Elgato in. So I figured, AJ. But I was like, I worry about the power on the bottom, but alas, it's probably not necessary because we have enough power that the CPU's not going to pull it. There we go. Elgato's in. It's our Cam Link Pro. Here we go. Okay. All right. Next will be our tower cooler. This is getting clumpy. Let me get some fresh paste. Somebody showing half, you think you bump it? No, I know. I know where it is. I did it for like this. This gets really bright right here. We got it. We're going down on it right now. Peels off. Easy peasy. All right. Nice and tight. There we go. Nice and taut. Their CPU fan on. Okay. Let's go chat. Get all in. All right, there we go. Give me a front close up as we get ready to put the GPU in. All right. Yep, church is going to be live streaming their services every Sunday. So using this PC to showcase that. So we're building in a little workstation PC. All right. Last but not least will be our GPU. All right. Top slot, 2 screws. Right. Let's get our 5050 out. Pretty much just using for screens and encoder. I'm gonna go play some CS, go with that in the back. Okay. All right. Our cellophane off this little itty bitty 50/50. Perfect little card for today's build. Here we go. Ooh, we take off our 4-slot cover, so I can do 4 displays. Three, two, one. There we go. Seated, nice and neat. It's a great little streaming PC. This is actually a really good, like, dedicated streaming PC for like streamers, creators. If they want a dedicated PC, just for they want like dual PC. The specs in this one's actually really good. That GPU is not going anywhere. The other thing is we got to ship this set up like this too, AJ. This GPU is not going anywhere. It's so light. I mean, look at that. I can't even move it. All right. GPU cable gets up and over. Zip tie that there, and we're done, chat. Get ready to put the panels back on, and we can boot her up. Oh yeah, that's nice and neat. There we go. All right. All the eco packaging they do for the 50/50 in the shadow. You don't want to put some holy golden RGB in that? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Trying to do puns. Is you trying to be punny? Get it? Punny? I think he's trying to be punny, chat. All right. Yeah, how much you do to RAM? You must be rich or Elon Musk. Yeah, it's ridiculous, for sure. Price is ridiculous for sure. But there it is, chat. Let's put our panels back on. Get ready to quote unquote light her up, even though there's nothing really to light up on this today's build. We will keep the side panel open so you see the fans running. We'll do that for you. There it is, chat. There's our little micro workstation. I mean, I got the front close-up camera on. It's just so mini. I say this thing is mini. This thing is super mini. All right, get our cable. It's our USB drive for Windows install. And let's get ready to light up this light it up / quote unquote turn it on. To fit the church. Sin's so sassy. He's a doggy. To fit the church atmosphere, the RGB. Huh? All right, let's go chat. Let's turn this bad boy on. The Red Wings are pissing you off? Sucks to be a Red Wing. Thanks for Solar Boom. You installed there? He's doing great here. I appreciate that. All right, chat, let's get ready to light it up. Let's go. Even though it's not much of a light up, let's go. bumping the music. Why people love LGBT light? What are you talking about? Don't get political and disgraceful about that. That's kind of a rude comment, brother. All right, let's get started. Fan. Good to go. All right. Ready, chat? Stream wasn't cooked, just had the audio off. All right.
Looks good, chat. There it is. All booted up and posted. Right into Windows OS installation. There it is. Great little system, honestly. That's a great little workstation. And that's crazy because you could build a lot in that case. The only downfall of this entire build was that additional PCIe power, which was not necessary in the end. But yeah, it's clean. Super clean. He looked great last night. He had some great opportunities. It already is, yeah. Already did, Red. It's been packed. We just have to verify everything is in. Let's go right out. It'll go right out today. Shove it Friday. Pretty sure. I'm double check. I have it. I'm pretty sure we got the label. Let me look. Oh, shipments. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, that was full on. Yeah. I just got to print the label, stick it to the package, send it on out. All right. Who we gonna raid today, chat? Who we raid today? Who we raid? We're on Twitch.
Not everything we need, but
Who do we raid today? Who do we raid? Let's look. Let's raid. Which one she was on? Should we raid Barstool Sports? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let's go raid. I don't know who to raid today, chat. I don't know who to raid. Let's raid Malachi. All right, guys. We're going to hang out with Malachi today. Going out with Malachi. Have a great day. He is playing some Marathon, I believe, today. Yes, Marathon. He's playing Marathon. So let's see his opinion on it, okay? He's a Destiny player, so he probably vibes with Marathon, to be real. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he likes the vibe of Marathon since he's a Destiny guy. So let me know what you guys think. And yeah. Is it Marathon by Bungie?
I didn't realize you were building an API for these events, Connor. Damn.
Is it Marathon by Bungie? Yeah, I thought so. Because I just heard the gun. I literally heard the gun that they just shot, and it sounded like the BR from like Halo 3. I'm like, wow, way to use it, way to pull from your sound resources, you know? All right, guys, go hang out with Malachi. I'll see you guys over there. Have a great rest of your day. Friday, I'll probably do a gaming stream in the morning. Probably going to work remote for the day. We'll be pretty much done for the week, so I'll work remote Friday. Kids have a half day, so I'll be working remotely from my home office. So I'll do a little game stream in the morning. And, yeah, have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys Friday for the gaming stream. Monday, I should be back to a building stream. And then we should have Gino coming up soon. We're waiting for 5090s to come in. We have a bunch of nice builds coming up. Waiting for some of those things. So go hang out with Malachi. I'll see you guys over there. Have a great rest of your day. And, yeah, show them some love. All right, guys? See you there.